Scott Lawton wasn't out there today. But
Sick.
Sick. And just Cam York as well. Was
Who?
Cam York?
Maintenance.
Okay.
Are they going to play tomorrow?
I'm not talking about tomorrow's lineup.
With Travis Konechny, he was out there. He was taking contact. I know you said you guys have rallied without him, but how much have you actually really missed his energy and the way he kind of fuels you guys?
He's probably one of the biggest pieces we have, right? The way he's played this year and all the situations that we put him in. He's been missed sorely, but it's given other people opportunities. It's given me opportunities to look at a Lixell, and Bobby Brink gets another chance. So as much as we want him, you have to go elsewhere. You turn the page until he comes back and figure out what's going on with some other guys. So it's been good that way in seeing other guys.
John, when the trade deadline passes on Friday, do you think that'll affect the mood in the room
No.
At all? You
No.
don't notice any
No.
tension? Because some of your players' names have been bandied about.
No, not for a second.
With Nick Sealer, he prides himself on blocking shots. He blocks one the other night, gets on IR. Is it a collective effort to make up over the next couple of days or games if he's to miss?
It's a bit, yeah. It always is when you have injuries. Seals is kind of a locker room guy too, not by his mouth, but by how he plays. Yeah, you know how I feel about him. I've talked about him in the past couple of weeks. It's a big one for us there. But again, you got some young kids on back end now, getting some time maybe in our next game here. That's the way we're going to look at it. You just fill it in, and hopefully Seals gets back as quickly as possible.
Is defense a position where it seems like you can never have too much depth?
You never can give up on defensemen. First of all, in developing them, no matter how much you hate them that year, you got to be really careful before you start moving people out and giving up on them, because that's a position you never know when the maturity kicks in. It's such a unique position in some of the thinking and the reads that come with it. A little bit different than the dumb forwards. You know, they don't have a lot of reading to do. Defense is a lot of things going on, so you got to be really careful in evaluating and how much time you spend with a guy before you give up on a position like that.
John, of your rookies, specifically Urson and Forster, have they exceeded expectations? Where are you with them with evaluating their seasons?
Well, I've talked about Forster all year long. He's played really well in all areas, and Urs is another guy I've talked about all the time as far as his mental toughness and how he's handled himself. So they've played very well.
John, with Adam, is it more like a stylistic fit of coming in for Seals now that he's called up?
Who?
Adam. You called him up this morning, Adam Gidding.
He was the best. You're talking about why he was called up? Danny and Lappy talked about it. They felt he was the one next to go. I really don't get too involved in the conversations. Lappy and I don't talk a lot because we're just both busy with our teams. But when Danny said we're going to bring one up, I said, you make the call. You and Lappy decide who it is. And if he does play, anxious to see him play, just like Adard. Again, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But those are the guys that were given to us from Lappy and Danny.
What did you see from him in practice today?
Who?
From Gidding.
I didn't even watch him.